This is the weekly rundown where we give you news on the markets, development in finance and investing, all thrown in with a bit of quick facts, information, and stuff you could use. With that being said, let's jump into the news for this week, starting with the stock market. Merus NV, a bioscience company based out of the Netherlands, working on antibody therapeutics to combat pervasive illnesses like cancer, was the top gainer as at Friday, the 23rd of May. Regencell Technologies, another bioscience company, was also on the charts and has seen quite some growth over the past few weeks and the past year in general. Other stocks that gained as at Friday, 23rd of May include Uranium Energy, Oklo Inc., United States Steel, New Scale Power Corporation, Informatica Inc., Next Gen Energy. On the flip side, the top losers for the week ended Friday the 23rd included the following: Deckers Outdoor, Miniso Group Holdings, Booz Allen Hamilton Holdings, Pony AI, Workday, and Coolpart. The most actively traded stocks remained in the biotech, AI, and EV sector as Regencell, D-Wave, Quantum Inc., Tesla, and Lucid were among the most active. Over a one-year period, Regencell Bioscience has been the best performer, along with D-Wave Quantum Inc., as the market continues to show faith in bioscience and AI for the long haul. Fun fact: Regencell Bioscience's founder, Yat Gai Ao, was, funny enough, an investment banker before funding the bioscience company. They aim to use traditional Chinese medicine to help treat neurocognitive disorders like ADHD and possibly diseases affecting the immune system. While they have announced some promising results, their latest uptick in valuation was more about balancing the books financially and sorting debt rather than breakthrough science. But we'll see, I guess, or if their medication does work, we'll finally be able to pay attention long term. Now on to the Nigerian stock market. Qtix, Red Star Express, John Holt, and Nestle Nigeria were amongst the top price gainers, as were Linkage and Regency Assurance, respectively, while Nemet Pharmaceuticals, Associated Bus Company, popularly known as ABC Transport, Fidelity Bank, and once again Transcorp were on the top price losers for the week ended May 23. Additionally, United Bank for Africa announced the listing of 6.8 billion ordinary shares at 35 naira per share. If you remember what we talked about in our quick fact section from last week, link is attached. The Nigerian Stock Exchange has been a solid performer over the past 5 years, and investment in local listed companies should be considered. And speaking of the UBA, the United Bank for Africa that is, here's another quick fact. Did you know that the United Bank for Africa used to be known as the British and French Bank Limited? It was incorporated in 1961 as UBA and was the first Nigerian bank to be listed on the stock exchange in 1970. Now you know. In crypto news, Bitcoin stayed at $106,000 as at weekend Friday, May 23. Correction, it is now at $109,000. While Ethereum suffered a gentle fall from grace back to $2,491. We would give out figures for other crypto, but you already know the deal. USSD and USDT is pegged to the American dollar, and the other coins are more speculative than investment vehicles or digital store value, and are not necessarily in the same category as Bitcoin and Ethereum. And now, in our usual What's the F crypto news of the week, a crypto bro was arrested for having lured and tortured an Italian tourist and supposed former business partner to try to get some money off him, specifically by demanding for his passwords, passkeys, and all that stuff. He was found, the tortured man that is, after he made a hasty escape and ran out of the building where he was held, bound, and tortured for 3 weeks, and was able to meet with law enforcement. The Daily Mail, however, seems to be concerned with a different part of this mess, which is the supposed aspiring actress and co-conspirator, one of the co-conspirators who was caught, that was part of this mess. All the articles describe the suspect as a crypto bro without any specifics on what exactly this catch-all phrase means in his case. Quick segue, are you new to crypto? Have you ever wondered what things like self-custody means? Or decentralized versus centralized exchanges? And if crypto is mined, do you own your crypto or simply a ledger entry that ties your blockchain ID to a private key held in custody by an exchange? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Are the things I'm saying even right or wrong? We're making a video on this in the coming weeks, in the next Money Made Simple episode, where we dive into crypto and explain all of these concepts. So subscribe to the channel. In other news, Airtel Africa announced a partnership with Elon Musk's Starlink to provide internet to remote areas. Airtel Africa stock has remained pretty stable on the Nigerian Stock Exchange over the past year via a secondary listing as it's originally listed on the London Stock Exchange. We'll see if this news is enough to get some interest in the company's stocks. Nigerian banks reported a decline in first quarter profits year over year. According to this article, and I wish I was kidding, some members of the big banking oligarchy, colloquially referred to as FUGAZ, one letter short of a word that doesn't bode well by the way, saw first quarter drops in profits of up to 40%, while Access Bank and Zenith Bank, who saw triple-digit surges by this time last year, made do with a paltry 10% increase in profit. This has been attributed to the cost of business rising, looming EPS challenges, and the forex windfall drying up. This has been a Fronteira Studios production. Comments, questions, suggestions can be made in the comment section down below, and we will try to answer any of those that's business or finance related. Thank you, and until the next one, bye.